smell the intimidation on your tongue. Like taking a Jimmy to pry open thin lips, this crowbar must feel like life whipping you back. It wasn't enough for you to get on top of my ancestors, and while they remained silent as you climbed on top of them and did your business, you still refused to hear my voice, even after I nurtured your hungry children, allowed them to latch onto our bosom and suck the life right out of us. You still see me as unequally. It's in the way you impose poll taxes that you knew I couldn't afford. The way you cast your eyes across my history pages that I wasn't even allowed to read. Literacy comprehension tests, we weren't even allowed to know ourselves literally. And just like our history, you repeatedly find new ways to try and erase me. Like burning a crucifix, you try to keep a God out of politics. You saw my greatness, my power, and it terrified you. Like, how dare I come from nothing and make something of myself? Does that sound too close to black privilege to you? That I can acquire status, be able to stand shoulder to shoulder in public office, America KKK? Please tell me, am I standing too close? Or would you rather me be 6 feet beneath you? Must be painful that although you can find a way to take away my breath, you still can't take away my power to vote. Lady 380.
I love my country. This chef salad of culture and chaos made me, not without concern or wonder, our plight, the struggle between left and right, darkness stepping so boldly into the light, because this life is difficult for some, impossible for many. We rely on deception to make change. Passive-aggressive politics have no shame on America's main stage, and they play in our face, promising ladders toward progress, with duct tape covering the splinters and the cracks, while I still have to believe that me and other people like me are bound for success. With inspectors peering close, looking for flaws, but we cover with prayer and that fancy mashup because our history is so abusive. See, the media got the magic eraser when reality speaks, because freedom of speech only benefits the elites. How can I realize my dream when systemic barriers are so ruthless they penetrate my sleep? Yet I know we have to strive to achieve a mirage of prosperity. No matter how close it gets, the farther it seems, but we have to still be bound for destiny. All of these things, ban books and all, how can this be the land of the free? I can't salute with my hands bound. Y'all know this is real. I don't have to spit falsities. Until things begin to change from a backdoor economy, see a land full of broken promises until the mountain peak acknowledges the valley.
Say, can you see? We still out here dying in these streets while the cops are not held for the death chokehold on my homies who bite baddies and dark guns, giving permission to kill our loved ones. As phones record the crime, social media is live streaming. Now there's yellow tape and red flares, like mother's cries, yells in the air, gave proof on this night that this government does not care. Say, did my bending knee still stop the unjust brutality in a land where we wasn't always free and the home of the African descendant slave? You assassinate all our leaders, pay some of them off to local teachers. We can't even run to the preacher's door no more without fear for bomb exploding our family's organs while Sister Johnson sits there playing the organ, worshiping, pleading the blood of Jesus. Jesus! So take a knee, or don't, sit or stand, raising right fists of Congress and the rest of its constituents understand that this is about equality, while diligently getting rid of those rotten apples that murder a strange fruit once upon a time and hung from southern trees faithfully. It's just nowadays, they don't go use the noose. Now they pull that thing from the side of their hip with the intent of killing you. See, I love all people, but this is a kaleidoscope image that we view through America's neglected adopted stepchildren that still look at the stars in the skies with phantom stripes on our back. Now tell me, how are we supposed to pledge allegiance to that? So,
did you ever dream your degree would take you this far? Life's drawbacks with overdrawn accounts due to the inability to pay up front. Majority of majors being underutilized while the Department of Education overutilized the interest rates on our monthly payments. financial anguish. Don't nobody owe nothing except equal pay to match this inflation. After graduation, what is the prize? Soon as we move that tassel to the side, next stage, debt is our soul tie. Credited to imbalance of workforce culture, marginalized by senators and state reps, aka social equality vultures that reverse the needle right in front of us. DEI is now DEAD. Institutionalized racism produced discriminatory ideologies. Not forgetting historical prejudices excluded us based on race, color, gender, and ethnicity. Let's sum up the dividend. Diversity, equity, inclusion are exactly the adjectives, verbs, and nouns that are supposed to be threaded within the American dream. Broken promises could be redeemed if advancement was equally accessible. Just imagine the national transformity. I'm talking about next level.
These pants don't fit. And trust me, I've tried all the tricks. First you tug, you lunge, you pull, you sit, but no matter what, these pants have never fit. Sometimes they make me feel like I'm too thin, other times they make me feel like I'm too thick. I feel heavy in them when my thoughts bear too much weight. Divine knowledge comes to mind, but forbidden to expel for your sake. Not everyone thinks that way, you're right, but there's just some things you don't say. I hope you know your censorship provides you no gain. These dense thoughts with hefty legs crawl out of my mouth and into your minds like critters, so I make them uncomfortable when I put a bug in your ear. These pants don't fit. Maybe it's not because I'm too thin. Maybe it's the skin I'm in, because it was a time when light skins nor dark skins was in. We was all just property back then. $1, a euro, a nigga, a yen, and history loves him some repetition. It's not about themes, but themes. Conceptual things reoccurring like the forgotten dreams of men like Dr. King, still yelling for freedom to ring, and it's 61 years later.
Oh, he's got a gun! He's got a gun! Decoy next 83. Shots fired. Shots fired. Suspect